Welcome back, everybody. So there's a much lighter video for you today. I've been trying to move some stuff, some old games, old books, and things like that over to my place now, filling up the bookshelves and the display cabinets here. And I came across some old gaming magazines. There were a lot to choose from. A lot of things that had mixes of like Pokemon in there. But I have three magazines here, two and a half, I suppose, that were 100% video game content from the front to the back. So you can see them over here. There's this More Nintendo Fun, the book for beginners. There's a Code Vault magazine, which is really a little add-on with this other magazine here. It's an add-on that's just full of cheat codes, tons of cheat codes from beginning to end. And then there's this one, the GamePro magazine, and this is the meaty one that I had. I'm going to talk about at the end of the video just about, why these three magazines, but we'll get right into looking at them. These are mostly the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox era. And looking back in time, I can't even remember those three consoles being out at the same time. Like, for some reason, the GameCube seems more modern to me. But anyways, we'll get into that now. You can pause the video at any point if you want to look at the pages. I'm going to try to flip through them quickly, and I'll be just, telling some little bits of story from my own childhood as we go along. Here we go. All right. So by the editors of the Consumer Guide, More Nintendo Fun, the book for beginners. And if you take a little look at the bottom there, not affiliated with Nintendo, of course. We're going to be looking at The Little Mermaid, The Simpsons, Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout, which I've talked about before, and Adventure Island 2, and also a Game Boy section. Now, if you were just picking this up in the store, I'm guessing you'd look at the back first as well. So, hey kids, if you play Nintendo, and who doesn't, this special book is for you. It's packed with hot tips for the coolest new games. More Nintendo Fun has all the best moves for. And then we go through the games again. This book is fun to read, and photos of the game screens show you what to do. Secret codes, special moves, and passwords help you play like a pro. And for $5.30, GST included, not too bad. Now, I have no idea when we would have gotten this and how it came to be in my possession, but that's all right. Let's just enjoy it here. Table of contents, going over everything. I'm not able to read that print from where I am right now, so we'll leave it alone. The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. I have played this game, at least the first few levels, so many times over. My family, my siblings and I, we loved this game. It's not incredible. It's really difficult. It's got a lot of finicky controls and areas that require a little too much precision to do on your first try, but oh man, this was a fun game for us. And so rarely would we ever get to these last levels over here. I think we'd have to load up the Game Genie with all kinds of not hacks, you guys know, cheats and whatnot to try to get that far. I think my brother's probably beaten it before. The Little Mermaid. So yeah, if it's not apparently clear, we are on the NES here, guys. But I want to say maybe a game like The Little Mermaid here, which I've never played. Maybe this would have appeared on the Game Genie as well. Or Game Gear, sorry. The Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. I don't think the title actually has "the" in it, but I could be wrong. I thought it was just Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. You guys saw me talking about this game. I love this minigame. You saw me talking about this in my underrated games video. Adventure Island 2. Never played this. Not even familiar with Adventure Island 1. But if any of you are familiar with this, then maybe this brings back some good memories for you. Disney's Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. And the only time I've ever seen anything about this game was when it was showcased at one of the GDQs. I think a couple people decided to speedrun it together. Little Nemo, the Dream Master. All right. Another game that I have never heard of before. I don't have any memories of even flipping through this magazine. So, yeah, this game, first that I've ever seen it. Princess Tomato in the Salad Garden. Oh, sorry. I looked outside, saw the garden. Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom. Oh, look at that. This is really old school. You need Percy's help to win the game, but first you must help Percy. Take a walk in the celery forest. You meet a thirsty baby persimmon. You must find water for him. I like that. Game Boy, here we go. Super Mario Land. I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I haven't actually played these games yet. Maybe that'll be fun for tomorrow, though. I can just boot up all the games and play them all. It should be fairly quick for me. Whoa, loaded with 5 special tips here. Power-ups in the clouds in World 4-3. Pipe in the 5th screen of 3-3. Hope everyone who plays this game is aware of this stuff already. But if you're not, there you go. Game Boy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan. Now, I had a hard enough time playing Ninja Turtles games on the NES. I don't think I'd want to experience them on the Game Boy. Not that the NES games were bad, but I can only imagine these ones being that much more difficult. Game Boy, Disney's DuckTales. There's a game I really liked on the NES. Again, I'm not sure if I would want to play it on the Game Boy, but maybe they did a good job of porting it over. Although back then it wasn't necessarily a port per se, but they would actually make 2 different games usually, right? One watered down version of the main console version. And there we're at the end. Somebody put a little stamp there. All right. Now this one actually interested me, even though it's just a little bonus that comes with the GamePro magazine. I mean, the fact that this thing says it's got 90 plus codebreaker codes, how can you not be interested in this one? Sometimes you gotta cheat. Amen. That's a good thing to tell kids. All right, so Code Vault, here we go. Cheats and secrets from the GamePro magazine. Oh my god, that is too small for me to read where I am right now. But there's a little foreword or preamble. Make that a little more clear for you guys if you want to read it. About Cheaters Inc. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, this is definitely one for you guys to pause the video and take a look at the pages. I am situated way too far away. Mr. Mosquito, they just pack so many games in here. Medal of Honor. Sonny Garcia Surfing. Can't say I've ever played that one before. Look at that. It's just loaded with all these cheats. Oh, nice. Yeah. Now, back in the day, if these kinds of things, any kind of little insert were attached to the magazine, my siblings and I never wanted to remove them. It's like, no, that's part of the magazine. It stays where it is. Oh, yeah, here we go. Monster Rancher Advance. I should play this game since I do like the Monster Rancher series. We're onto the PlayStation 2 now. Okay. Not bad. Oh, they got rid of the pictures. They're just trying to put so many games in here right now. SXX Tricky. I like that. Soul Reaver 2. SXX as well. Already moving on to Xbox on the right over here. Arctic Thunder. I feel like I've heard of that game before, but... NASCAR, NHL, NFL, woohoo. Oh, Dead or Alive 3 was out at this point. Okay. Madden NFL 2002. And then a DVD section. Okay. Look at that. They're talking about Gladiator there. And there's a hidden deleted Rhino scene info. It's interesting. So they were giving you a little bit of tidbits from these movies as well. Blair Witch Project. That was huge back then. Castaway. Actually, people still like Blair Witch Project. It's not bad. It's just good luck getting scared if you're used to, if you've been desensitized by modern horror, I guess. GameCube. It's funny, they put the DVD before GameCube as well. All right, Crazy Taxi. That was fun. BMX games. More sports games that I've never touched before. We'll try to move through here a little quickly. Ooh, Game Boy Advance, though. A lot of games that you guys have probably played. I was not aware of a Doom for Game Boy Advance, though. That's interesting. Breath of Fire, F-Zero, Golden Sun. Yep. PlayStation here. More games. Tons more games. Oh, boy. Look at this. Alphabetical order. There's so much to cover. Another insert. Gex there. Parasite Eve on the right page. Yeah, I'll go through quickly here. Since, I mean, really, if it's just... it does what it does what it advertises, right? We're on the Dreamcast here. Oh, can we find on the next page? Are we going to see Power Stone? No, that's unfortunate. Nintendo 64. Now, what kind of cheats would you have here? Banjo-Tooie. Go to the code chamber. Okay, yep. Spider-Man. Conker's Bad Fur Day. So the rare games, really. A lot of rare games. Game Boy Color. This is not in any particular order, clearly. If we went from Game Boy Advance to GameCube to Game Boy Color. But there you go, guys. That is the code breaker. Cheating made easy. Thank you very much. So here we are with the main GamePro magazine. Again, no idea where I would have gotten this one from. Probably a friend gave it to me. And you can see we're still in the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube era. Halo 2, one of my favorite games at the time. Super Mario Sunshine, really ended up enjoying. On the back, if you're seeing this at a TV, on a little magazine stand, Time Splitters 2. All right. I had a lot of friends who enjoyed the Time Splitters series, but I only ever played arcade versions. The ones that had the light guns in the arcades. This is a big magazine. Massive Sly Cooper ad. Oh boy, look at this. This is great doing it with such full color though, and these full pages as well. Tekken 4 was already out at that time. Good for them to have 4 iterations, I guess. BattleBots. Oh my god, there's a BattleBots video game. I love this show, but it was so hard to find it on TV. I just never caught it in time. X-Men. Never kept up with the games. Played one on the Genesis, I think, that I really enjoyed. Oh, you got to advertise some clothing to the kids. Yeah, why not? The Core, a movie on there. Look at that, 232 pages. All right, buckle up, guys. We're going to be here for a while. Oh boy, the role players. Well, the sports pages. Hot at the arcades. We're going to go quickly. The editor's letter. I'll hold that open there. There you go. If anyone wants to read it, you can pause that page. Okay. Got some surfing games, because who doesn't want to play surfing? I don't know. Maybe it's fun. Hockey. Oh, boy. Look, you know what? No wonder so many people made fun of sports games around this era. Actually, even before then, right? But I didn't realize how many there were. And it's actually a good thing that these extreme sports had sports games. I just never played enough. I'm not sure how they translated well to consoles. But it's interesting also how it's these companies like the EA Sports. They're the ones that are buying this big advertising space. I'm assuming it's through purchasing advertising space. I'm not sure how these magazines actually worked. There must have been some money involved. Castlevania. But yeah, there must have been some money involved, right, to get a 2-page spread. Wireless gaming. Look at the phone. We've come a long way since then. Wouldn't be able to record a video like this on that phone. Wheels of Fortune. All right. Hawk Talk. Hey, not bad, though. Are we actually talking to Tony Hawk here? Yeah, we are. Tony Hawk in the interview. I'll open that up. You guys can pause that and read it if you'd like. I think most people have played a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game that they loved. So mine was on the N64. I think it was Pro Skater 2, but I can't remember. Take this job. I wanted to be a video game tester when I was 14 years old. But I was dissuaded from it. Programmer. God, I wish more emphasis had been put on telling kids about programming, but who would have had the foresight to know that programming would blow up to be what it is today? Mad Science, the Doctor is in. Never heard of this one before. Dr. Muto. Oh boy. Wow. It's a lot of pages dedicated to a game that I've never heard of. Coupon. Unless I was really desperate, I would never remove this coupon from the magazine. Keep the magazine intact. That's a good ad. Godzilla. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, one of my favorite series as a kid. I loved Godzilla movies. Rented so many from Blockbuster. Let me try to open this. Oh, gotta reach past my camera here. I don't know if it's all going to show on camera, guys. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. There you go. That is great. So now I know that there's a Godzilla. Oh, it's a 3-panel. It was good enough with just 2 panels. All right, sorry about that little distraction there. We'll keep on going here. do we have on the right? Begins as a dream. What are they talking about? Haven. Oh, these are such obscure games for me. Tribes. Oh man, I didn't play a Tribes game until way, way, way later. I think I played a Tribes game most recently in the past 5 years. Stuart Little. Game Shark user, age 78. Okay. I never cared for these ugly advertisements, honestly. Just, it's so 90s. Okay. Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors. Look at that. I wonder if that's a good game. Metroid Fusion is up there. Now, we must be... I mean, I called it so 90s. We're probably at the, like, 2001, 2002 here. But, you saw so much of that garbage in the 90s. Yeah, another insert. What they really want is Lara Croft on Resident Evil 0 over there. Minority Report. Okay, so that... Oh, Metroid Prime. So good. What a good game. I love that. Some of the best environments to explore. Red Faction 2. I have a lot of Red Faction games that I need to play still. Oh boy. Walmart advertising. Not that they really need the advertisement. That's a nice spread of the games over there. Star Fox Adventures, Animal Crossing. All right, let's keep on going here. Mech Assault. Halo 2. There it is. Half a page for Halo 2 when they advertise it on the front cover. All right. Rygar. Oh, I've watched something for that game before. I can't recall. A lot of sneak peeks here. A lot of sneak peeks. Blade. Resident Evil. I think I played this one at a friend's house. Can't recall. Oh boy, look at all these Kingdom Hearts teasers on the right here. So Kingdom Hearts wasn't out yet, huh? Okay. Quantum Redshift, never heard of that. Lara Croft Tomb Raider was there. And there's the Kingdom Hearts advertisement. We've all seen that cover before. Many, many times. Shinobi, okay. Burnout 2. Star Wars Jedi Knight. Had a lot of friends who liked the Jedi Knight games. Personally, I've never played them. Never too into the Star Wars universe. I think I was playing KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, on PC even. So I had, some of the best ways to control the game. And, I don't know, it just stalled on me. I guess it's the kind of combat that you really need to be dedicated to enjoy. I'm a sucker for these bust-a-move games. I'll always enjoy them. Pride FC. I don't even know if they have Pride Fighting anymore. That is really old. Maybe they do. Anyone can correct me. It's not like I follow martial arts or mixed martial arts very closely, but I don't think there is Pride Fighting. Conflict, Desert Storm, some military shooter you've never heard of. Ghost Recon. I had a good weekend, I think, where I rented that game. I did enjoy it. Needed more than a weekend to learn the game fully, but I had fun with it. Back when physical rentals were a thing. If you guys remember those days. Well, if you remember any of this stuff, then yeah. Hey, there we go. Talking about them right now. Blockbuster. That's where we used to go. There was a Blockbuster. Maybe it was 5 minutes away from where we lived by car. So my dad would just kind of load us up. And again, I would go and get those Godzilla movies. Loved them. Can't remember what my siblings would get, but there were more than one occasion where it would just be my dad and I, just so we could go get another Godzilla. Oh, Haribo. Oh, man. I didn't know about them back then, but these are the best gummy bears. Today, if you guys try these Haribo gummy bears, you're going to love them. If you like gummies anyway. And their cola-flavored gummies are so good. People talk about their gamer fuel and that kind of stuff. Give me a bag of those gummy bears, it's gone. That's a very in-your-face advertisement. All right. Ooh, here we go. I've talked about this game just a little bit. Quick recommendation for you guys in one of the videos. Boy, it feels like I put so many hours into that. And I never even beat it 100%. Animal Crossing, I would like to just go back to the GameCube Animal Crossing just to try it. 20 minutes to see how it felt. I'm sure it still feels fun to play, though. All right, we'll try to get through some of these. There's Laura again. Look at that. Oh, that's funny. Robotech. I wonder how that is. I'm always intrigued by mech games. So if anyone's played Robotech, Battlecry, I'd be curious to know about that one. Look at it. Just going through this magazine. If you haven't played all these games or most of these games, you get so many ideas for different things that you can play. Bomberman, I've played a few in that series, of course. Who hasn't? Let me just get this page a little bit better. Whoops. The old Xbox, back when green was their main advertising color, huh? Their main promotional color. I don't think Xbox really uses the green anymore, do they? Like if you were to see like an Xbox One or some kind of ad like that now, it'd probably all be black and white, right? But I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments because I do not own the current generation of Xbox. I had the original, the big boy with the fat controllers, and I have a 360. Neverwinter Nights. I've always wanted to play that. People talked about this game deep into the 2000s, and I just never had the opportunity to play it. Never owned it. Grandia. Hey, another JRPG I ought to get back to. And yeah, I've heard the recommendations. Grandia 2, yada yada. We're getting towards the very end here, guys. That's why these right side pages are just a little tougher to grab onto. Phantasy Star Online, Suikoden 3. Right, figures. We're in the role-playing realm. That's why we're getting all these titles right now. Nice cutscene. That's good. Great animation. Baldur's Gate. Growlancer. Hey, clearly these games should not have been as obscure or as unknown as they are today, right? I mean, they're being advertised right here. Somebody knew about them. Somebody knew they were good and worth playing. Medal of Honor. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Toe Jam Mineral game. 3 of them. Oh, my God. A 3rd game. There's Kingdom Hearts. Pro Strategy. Yeah. What do we have here? Dual Hearts. This is one I've never seen before. Upgrade your weapons to unlock their full potential. Wield 2 at once to unleash a number of dazzling combination attacks. And it's an Atlas game. It could be good. Scorpion King. Oh, that movie was bad. That movie was really hard to watch. Okay, we got some pro racing over here. Look at this, though. We're still going with Kingdom Hearts. My God. Burnout 2. We're almost there. Splinter Cell. Oh, that was a good game. I had no idea what I was getting into with Splinter Cell, but I loved it. All right, now we're going to have a lot of the Super Mario Sunshine. What is that ad for? Oh, Gundam. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. These modifiers, huh? They're just little racing cars. Dynasty Warriors 3. So that's where we were with that series at this point in time. On to the 3rd iteration. Kind of reaching here to be able to get these pages. Pac-Man. Which Pac-Man? Pac-Man Fever. GameCube and PlayStation. What? Not good enough for Xbox? Pac-Man's too much of a softie? What do we have here? Ooh! Eternal Darkness. I just talked about this game being one of my favorites. Yeah. And really, half the time I was too scared to play it, but the gameplay was so good, and exploring the mysteries and going back in time, seeing different characters' point of views, it just gripped me, even though I was too scared. I loved it. Medal of Honor. Sorry guys for my hand being in the way. It's just getting tough to flip these last few pages. All right, now we've got some some cheats. So the little spillover from their smaller magazine dedicated to the cheats, they end up at the back here. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes, those games just require a little bit of grinding and replaying the levels over and over and over. Yeah, why not cheat? Nearly there. Lilo and Stitch. Okay. Maybe you have to cheat because that game just sucks. Not sure. Oh, what do we have at the end? Well, that doesn't sound good with that advertisement. What's she doing over here? Oh, Jesus. I get it. All right. There we go. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking back at a little bit of my childhood nostalgia. Not that those magazines meant anything to me at the time, really. I think they would have just been cool to look at. I was always more into strategy guides and the little inserts that came with games. I was never into magazines. My older siblings, my brother liked his comic books, and I suppose when my sister got older, she was into celebrity stuff like People magazine. We didn't have Nintendo Power, and I'm not sure if that's because it just didn't really reach Canada, or at least not to the same popularity in the States. There was Nintendo Power here, but again, we just didn't have it. These were the only 3 magazines I had that were 100% video game content. Others were a mix of promotional material. They featured cartoons, anime, and other stuff like that. Maybe someday I'll do another video where I look at other forms of physical media I had, other paraphernalia for these video game series. But for now, just the 3 magazines that were 100% video games. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If these sparked any memories from your own childhood and you want to share them in the comments, I'd enjoy reading about those. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.